Hi everybody. Welcome to... I know. No, I'm just doing it on purpose. Hi everybody, it's Wednesday. Yay! We had an election. Yeah, so I kind of stopped last time because I was sleepy. And...
It's also like fucking 11 o'clock
yeah,
and I
like
wanted you out of my house.
Yeah, that too.
School night.
I know. We had jubs of peanut butter last night. Yeah, it's a jub right there. Chunky all the way. Alright.
I'm leaving now.
Oh.
I wait till you start and then I leave. I realize I don't want to be here anymore.
Oh, that's sad.
Oh, I don't like you that much.
I don't want to be here anymore.
Hey, at least it's not the downy lady at the train station.
What?
The Horinoichi.
Oh, yeah. That lady. That lady's done with life. Horinoichi. Alright. Why am I still left behind?
Ah, 追放も無事に終わったことだし、要くんと話でもしたいなって思って。
Hmm? Oh, well, since you made it through the election safely, I actually wanted to talk to you for a second, Kaname-kun.
俺には話したいことなんて特にない。
I don't have anything in particular to say.
そう言わないでさ。途中でほら、おかしなことがあったでしょ？急に対立候補が本音を話しちゃったりしてさ。
Don't say that. Hey, in the middle of things, something really weird happened, didn't it? Suddenly, out of nowhere, the opposing candidate went ahead and just said exactly what he was feeling.
それがどうかしたか？
Yeah, what did happen with that?
ああ、認めるんだ。まあ、嘘をついてもいずれはバレるだろうし、賢明だと思うよ。
Oh, so you admit it, huh? Hmm. Alright. Maybe it's just because you can see right through his lies. Or maybe it's just that you're really wise.
別に咎めようってわけじゃないから安心して。ただの事故というか、混戦みたいなものかな。
Look, I'm not coming after you, so you don't need to worry. It's just that, I wonder if it was an accident or just something that happened in the confusion.
事故？
An accident? Speaking of that, he happened to... So basically what she's saying is next time, I can't count on that to happen. So it looks like this time I wasn't actually the one to completely seal the fate of the other person during the election.
何？その残念そうな顔。これは技術的な問題だけど、すぐに解決できそうもないって報告なんだけど。
What's wrong? Why are you making such a long face? I mean, this is more like a practical kind of error. And I'm just letting you know that you wouldn't be able to wrap up this issue immediately.
そうなのか。
Oh, is that so?
うわあ、現金だね。でもまあ、面白いし、それほど急に直す必要もないから、そのままにしてあげてもいいよ。
Man, you really are taking advantage of this, aren't you? But, since this is kind of interesting, I'm not in any hurry to fix it or anything like that, so I'll go ahead and leave it as is for right now.
だからさ、終わった後にこうして話でもしようよ。
But hey, afterward, we should just chat like this again, okay?
わかった。それで話って。
Got it. Alright then. What do you want to talk about?
どう？最初の選挙だけど楽しんでもらえた？かなめくんのためにちょっとだけアレンジしてみたんだけど。
So, how was it? I mean, it was the first election, so did you have fun? I mean, just for you, Kaname-kun, I set things up. Yeah, like you went ahead and you set that scene to make fun of me.
そんなに怒らないでよ。自分を見つめ直すいい機会になったんじゃない？
Hey, don't get that angry. Look, I just wanted to give you a chance to rethink your strategy, that's all.
これ以上そんな話を続けるつもりなら。
If you want to continue talking like this...
はいはい。ここら辺でやめておくよ。でもさ、よく勝てたよね。君の本心とは逆なのにさ。
Right, got it. We'll stop for now. But hey, you really went out of your way and did a good job winning. Even though it went counter to how you actually feel.
椅子に拍手は心を抑えられなかった。
Isumi Hakushu, he didn't put his heart into it.
君はできてた？
Oh, and you did?
だから勝てたんだ。
That's why I won.
危なかったと思うけどね。君も言っていたように立場が逆だったらどうなったと思う？それでも勝てた？
Even though I thought that it was a little bit touch and go there for a while. I mean, just like you said, if it was completely... if the situation was reversed, then what would have happened? Would you still have won?
多分な。
Probably.
絶対と言わないところが可愛いな。
It's so cute when you can't go ahead and tell me that you definitely could have.
かなめくんはさ、復讐が終わったらどうするの？
Hey, Kaname-kun, after you exact your revenge on everyone, what are you gonna do?
お前には関係ない。
It has nothing to do with you. I'm going to Disneyland. No, actually, truthfully, it did have a lot to do with her. As long as Alice was still alive, then my revenge was not complete.
そんなこと言わないでさ、僕と君の仲じゃないか。
Hey, don't say things like that. You and I are pals now, aren't we?
ああ、そうだな。終わったら話してやる。
That's true, isn't it? Well, I guess when I'm finished, I'll tell you. I'll tell you while I stand over your cold, dead body.
あら、かなめくんがそんなこと言ってくれるなんて珍しい。
Oh? Well, it's pretty unusual to hear you say something like that to me, Kaname-kun.
俺とお前の仲だからな。
Well, I mean, it's because we're pals, aren't we?
危ない関係ってやつ？いちかちゃんはどうする？
Are you trying to say that Are you trying to say that our relationship is a little bit dangerous? Oh, what will Ichika-chan do?
それは別問題だ。お前は気にしなくてもいい。
That's a completely different issue. It's got nothing to do with you. You don't have to worry about it.
やったね。それじゃ嬉しい言葉も言ってもらえたことだし、今日はこの辺で外に出ようか。
Alright then. Well, since you went ahead and told me something that's such good news, I figure that for right now we should go ahead and head out. It was over. My body woke up and I got out of the bed, standing up. I felt no I was unsteady on my feet, and without thinking about it, with both hands I had to hold myself up and grab onto something. I wanted to see the faces of the 8 people who were still alive that I needed to still kill. Was it rage? Was it was it rage? Was it fear? Was it despair? While imagining what kind of expression they'd have on their face, I looked up at their faces. However, I didn't see any of the expressions I was hoping to see. All I saw were people staring off into space, people lost in thought, and, as usual, people who were totally expressionless. A sharp pain pierced through my head. Okay. It was as if something heavy and hard had clamped around it, and even afterward, it left a dull pain in its wake. It was so bad that I wasn't able to bear it, and it hurt so. It was not anything that I could take lightly, since it hurt so much that I felt like I was about to lose consciousness.
はーい、終了。
Okay, that's a wrap. Alice's jolly voice echoed through the cold room. This wasn't the time for me to worry about something like that. So, I went ahead. And I tried to compose myself.
皆様、お疲れ様でした。
Everybody, great work today. Alright. The expressions, I looked around at the expressions of all the people I had looked at before. It seemed as if what was making them uneasy was the same thought that was passing around between them. Why wasn't anyone saying anything?
お疲れ様でした。何をおっしゃってるのですか？
Good work. What are you talking about?
終了？何か終わったのでしょうか？
You said it's over? Oh. Well, what's over? The two of them looked confused, as if they didn't understand what had happened. Even though the Isumi Hakushu that the two of them held in such high regard was no longer there, they seemed perfectly at ease.
それより、あら？
More than that, huh? Asha, as if going to speak to someone, tilted her head. She looked over her shoulder, where Isumi Hakushu always would have been standing. Kasha, too, was looking around as if searching for someone. And then, and then both of their gazes turned toward me. Alright. And then, two completely full-faced smiles turned toward me. And without thinking, it sent a shudder through me.
いやー、かなめくん、これって人生に3回来るっていうモテ期到来ってやつ？
Hey, Kaname-kun! Do you think that life is something that can just come again and
で
again?
も余計なことは何も言わずに黙ってここで突っ立っててね。終わったら話があるから。
But hey, there's no reason to go ahead and talk about anything that's, you don't need to cover. So why don't you just be quiet here and, wait a second. After this is over, I want to talk to you about something. Alice, who had suddenly appeared in front of my face, for some reason walked to the center of the room while looking over everyone else for some reason I didn't understand. And then, in the middle of the confusion, without saying a word, she looked around at everyone and nodded in self-satisfaction.
いやー、混乱してるね。
Oh yeah, looks like everybody's really confused. Alright. Grinning widely, Alice went ahead and made a guess. It seemed as if the two of them already couldn't remember. Couldn't remember Isumi Hakushu.
いいことを教えてあげる。
I'm gonna tell you something great.
皆さんの記憶は消去させていただきました。選挙のことで過去を残したりしないようにね。
Hey everybody, I went ahead and I messed with your memories just a little bit. I want to make sure there isn't any sort of lingering resentment or anything after the last election.
と言っても選挙の中で起きたことだけだし、それ以外は正常だから安心してね。
By which I mean I'm only erasing the events of what happens during the actual election. Everything else is totally on the up and up, so you don't have to worry. It seemed as if it took a while for those words to sink in to everyone. However, there was absolutely no reason for anyone to doubt them. And in the end, they all just accepted what Alice said.
それじゃあ解散。今日は一日好きに過ごしてね。
Alright then, everybody, you're all free to go. Go ahead and spend the rest of the day however you'd like. Alice disappeared, and the people who were left behind looked at each other, Everyone except for those twins.
かなめ様、そう呼ばせていただいても構わないかしら。
Oh my god. Okay. Kaname-sama? Is it okay if we call you that?
お姉様、はしたないですよ。急に殿方に話しかけるなんて。
Will we solve which one is older? Oh, Nei-sama! Don't say something like that! You can't just suddenly talk to a lord apropos of nothing! Just like that, the two twins looked at each other, and began to laugh. Began to laugh, belying how, what high-class girls they seemed to be. A blush spreading across their cheeks, they suddenly ran out the exit. At the same time, they looked back over their shoulder once, and just like that, ran off somewhere.
何だったの今の。
What was that just now?
いや俺にもわからない。
I have no idea. If what Alice said was to be believed, does that mean those two like me now?
本当に誰かいなくなったの？
Is it really true that somebody's not here anymore?
俺にもわからない。
I don't actually know.
もう行こう、ユーリ、道宗くん。
Hey, why don't we get going? Yuri, Michimune-kun.
確かに11人しかいないね。これはアリスの言うことを信じるしかないか。
There certainly is only 11 people left over. I suppose that all we can do is believe what Alice has said.
俺に話しかけるな。
Don't you fucking talk to me! One after the other, people began to leave the area. The last ones left were me, Ichika, and Nori.
ねえ、要。うまくいったんだよね。
Hey, Kaname, it, went well, didn't it?
ああ、全部うまくいったはずだ。
It did. Everything went exactly as planned. Just as I had planned, I was able to exact my revenge using the election. However, I didn't feel the way I thought I would. I thought I would be much happier, so much so that I'd want to let out a shout of joy. No, that's not quite it. I think it just hasn't really sunk into me yet. And on top of that, my revenge isn't over. Instead, it's only just begun.
疲れたよね。もう帰って休もうか。
You're pretty tired, huh? Why don't we go back and get some rest? Feeling as if she could sense what was wrong with me, Ichika suggested that in a gentle voice. But Alice told me to be quiet and stay here. I suppose you could say that it was an order not to speak.
いや、もう少しここに残るよ。市川ノリと一緒に先に部屋に戻ってて。
No, it's fine. I'm just gonna stay here for a little while longer. Ichika, why don't you and Nori head back to the room?
わかった。待ってる。
Okay, we'll be waiting. At a time like this, without asking anything, Ichika really saved me. Misa. My deal with Alice. I wonder if I could tell her about everything, would that put me more at ease? No. This was my revenge. I had decided on it, and I would be the one to carry it out.
市川。
Thank you, Ichika. For all the things I wouldn't be able to say, I thanked her.
それじゃ先に行ってるね。
No, that's okay. Alright, I'll head on ahead.
行こう、ノリちゃん。
Come on, let's go, Nori-chan. And just like that, I was the only one left in the huge room. Just like this, I felt like I wanted to just sit down. Alright. Just as I was, it had only been one moment, since I had tasted success and that I had realized that everything was over.
さあアリスもういいだろう
Hey, Alice, it's fine. You can come out now.
うんそうだね
Yeah, looks like it, huh? At this point, I was pretty used to Alice suddenly showing up in front of my face like this.
それにしても用意周到だな終わった瞬間にはすでに忘れてるなんて
Well, you certainly have a fine system here, don't you? The second everything ends, they forget it all.
一度失敗してるからねすっごく手間もかかってることだし同じ失敗を繰り返さないのが僕のいいところだよ
Well, I mean, I did fail once, and it took a lot of work, but, you know, I'm not the kind of person who likes to repeat mistakes.
誰かさんみたいに暴れられたり殺し合いを始められちゃったらせっかくのお膳立てが無駄になっちゃうからね
I mean, if somebody suddenly remembered everything, then we'd certainly have an actual killing game on our hands, and all of my hard work would be go for waste.
いいのか俺の記憶は消さなくて
Is that fine? That you're not going to erase my memory?
だってそういう約束だからね何消しちゃっていいの
Well, I thought we made a deal not to do that, didn't we? Why? What's wrong? Do you want me to erase it? I would not allow my memory to be erased again. That's right. That's right, we had made a deal, didn't we? I suddenly realized what the advantage was that Alice had spoken
い
of.
や有効に使わせてもらうよ
No, 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 no. I'm gonna use it. I'm gonna get a lot out of this.
それにしてもさっきのあれは傑作だったね
Alright then. Oh man. Earlier, that sure was a masterpiece.
さっきのあれ
Huh? Earlier?
初めての選挙だったけど結果がちょっと想像してるのとは違ってたからさ
Yeah. I mean, it was the first election, but despite that, the outcome was a little bit different than how I imagined.
もっとほら主題に対して君がどう考えてるのかとかさみんながどう考えてるのかとかそういう話になると思ってたんだよ
I mean, I had thought that there would have been a little bit more, a little more discussion about what you thought, or what the opponent thought, or what all the supporters thought.
でも君がやったのは相手を徹底的に貶めること
But instead, you went ahead and pushed your opponent back into a corner.
だが俺は勝った
And because of that, I won.
そうだね
Yep, that's right.
正しいから勝ったんじゃない勝ったから正しいというつもりもない
I didn't win because I did what was right. The fact that I won is what was right.
ただ俺は負けられない必ずこの復讐を果たすそのためには何だってやるつもりだ
Sorry. I won't say that that winning was right, but there was no way I could lose. I have to complete this revenge. And for that, I'll do anything.
その結果があれってわけだね
That's true. And the outcome was that. Well, wasn't
悪
it?
いか
You think that that's bad?
いや全然いいものを見せてもらったって感じかな
Nah, not at all. I was just more thinking that you really gave me a great show.
お前のためじゃない。
I didn't do it for you.
それでいいよ。君は君のためにやりたいことをすればいい。
Perfectly fine by me. You can go ahead and do whatever you want for your own sake.
それでそんな話をするためにわざわざ呼び止めたのか。
And? So, just in order to tell me that, you went ahead and told me to stay behind?
それだけじゃないよ。いくつか話したいこともあるからさ。
Nah, it's not just because of that. I actually have plenty of things I want to talk to you about.
さっさと言ってくれ。
Well, then hurry up and spit them out. Alright. It wasn't so much that I was tired of it myself, it was just more that physically I wasn't feeling well, and the pain in my head made it so that I didn't really want to continue talking for a long time. The election was over. Since the election had ended and I had gotten out of the bed, I had felt like this the entire time. I wasn't able to keep up with Alice's usual pace.
あら、どうやら要くんはお疲れみたいだね。それじゃあ手早く済ませちゃおうか。
Huh? Ah, looks like somehow, Kaname-kun, you're pretty tired. Well then, why don't we hurry up and wrap this up quickly? I had no idea what exactly Alice, wanted to say to me. All I could do was listen.
まずさ、君が記憶を失わないっていう点、有利すぎるよねって改めて思ったんだけど。
First of all, about you not losing your memory. I was thinking that it might be a little bit too much of an advantage for you.
俺にだって不利な点はある。常に立候補するってことは選挙で追放される危険性があるのと同じだ。
But it's also a disadvantage to me as well. Since I always have to become the nominee, that means I always run the risk of possibly being exiled.
それでも足りない気がするんだよね。
Yeah, but despite that, I get the feeling that that's not quite enough to offset it.
お前の感想なんてどうでもいい。
I don't really care how you feel about it.
そうは言ってもね。とにかくもう一度ルールのおさらいをしようかと思って。
Well, despite that, I was thinking that maybe I'd add another rule.
おさらい。
Oh?
君は最初にグループについて話したよね。9人を3つに分けるあれのことだよ。
In the very beginning, you went ahead and you were talking about everybody in terms of groups. You separated all 9 people into 3 groups, didn't you?
確かにそう言ったな。だが
Sure, I did, but...
それをね、正式にルールとして組み込むってことを伝えたかったんだよ。
Yeah, and then at that point, I wanted to tell you about this rule.
それはルールとしてじゃない。それに記憶が消されるとしたらまた別の方法が。
Yeah, but that wasn't a rule. I mean, on top of that, even if you were to erase my memory, I could find it by some other means.
それだよそれ。本当なら君だって選挙の記憶は消されてるはずなんだし、そう考えること自体がすでにルールから外れてるんだよ。
Yeah, exactly. If that's really the case, then I really should be erasing your memory of the election. And just thinking that in general means that you've already broken a rule.
何も新しくルールを作ろうっていうわけじゃなくて、最初のルールに従ってもらうってだけ。
I'm not adding a new rule necessarily. I'm just trying to make it so that you are adhering to the original rule.
それは違う。俺がした約束は必ず立候補することだけで誰を選ぶかは自由だったはずだ。
No, that isn't correct. The only thing that I promised would be that I would always become the nominee. You told me I could choose any person I wanted to be my opposing candidate.
でも君は自分でルールを決めたんだ。新しい事実が判明したからって変えるのはどうかと思うけど。
Yeah, but you're the one who went ahead and decided on the rule of having to go after people in the group. I mean, if you want to go ahead and change things now, what does that mean?
何も問題はないはずだ。
I don't think there should be any problem with that.
それじゃあさ、僕も同じことをしていいんだね。
Well, if that's the case, then is it okay if I do the same thing?
何？
What do you mean?
これから君に関して何か新しい事実が分かったとする。僕はそれに合わせてルールを変えたとして、それには何も問題はないってことでいいんだよね。
What I mean is that in terms of you, if I discover something new, that means I can just go ahead and change my rules to fit me better at that point, and that shouldn't be a problem, right?
それは。
Hey now,
そう
that's...
なの？
Well, is it a problem?
大体どうしてそこまで順番にこだわるんだ？
Why are you pushing this so hard?
消えた人間とその周りの人間の関係についてさ、僕にも少しずつ分かってきたことがあるんだ。
You know, I realized something about the person who we've gotten rid of, and the people who were connected to them.
人っていうのは周りとの関係性でいくらでも考えや行動が変わってしまうものだと僕は思うよ。
See, the way I see it, when it comes to people, depending on how they relate to the people around them, it changes how they act and how they think.
それは俺と何の関係があるんだ？
And what does that have to do with me?
もし君がミサちゃんの記憶を取り戻すことがなかったらどうなっていたと思う？君は選挙に積極的に参加してたかな？してないよね。
Let's say that you never remembered that Misa-chan existed. What would you have done? Would you have gone a whole hog on the elections? Or would you have probably not wanted to participate?
いや、イチカと生き残るために参加はしていたはずだ。
No, I would have participated to ensure that Ichika survived.
そうかもしれない。でも今ほど積極的にではなかったはずだよ。今は復讐の対象になっている人たちの中にも仲良くできる人はいたはずだし、今とは違う関係性を築けていたかもしれない。
Maybe, but you wouldn't be as into it as you are right now. I mean, right now, all these people that you want to visit revenge upon, I'm sure there's somebody that you could have become good friends with among the people there, and then you would have been able to have a completely different relationship with them, wouldn't you?
無意味な過程だな。
That's a completely pointless hypothesis, though.
まあね。でも人とのつながりとかある人の記憶っていうのはその人の思考や行動を左右するほど大きなものだっていうのは理解できるよね。
Maybe. But all I'm saying is that when it comes to people and their relationships to each other, and people and their memories, it affects how they think and how they act. That's all. It just makes a really huge impact on that. You understand that, don't you?
影響はあるだろうな。だが、それがどうしたんだ？
Well, I'm sure it does affect it, but what about it?
つまり君が誰かを消すとき、消された誰かが他の誰かに強く影響するのは避けたいってこと。
Basically what I'm saying, in other words, is that if you're gonna go ahead and get rid of somebody, then you gotta make sure that that doesn't have a huge influence on somebody else who's left behind.
僕はただ単純に12人を2人に減らすことだけが目的でこんなことをしてるわけじゃないんだ。
I mean, my particular goal is simply to have 2 people remain out of the 12 of you. I mean, I don't have any reason to have anything else like that
も
happen.
う一つの目的のために僕は君にこれ以上の特権を与えるつもりはない。
Aside from that, I don't really have any plans to give you any other sort of special privilege.
もう一つの目的。
Wait, you have another goal?
もちろんそれは秘密だけどね。
Of course, though that's a secret.
ただ君には今力がある。君はこれ以上僕に記憶を消されることはなくなった。そのことで他の11人に対して、そしてこの状況に対してとても大きな影響力を持つことになった。
But right now, you're pretty powerful. I mean, you know that from now on, I'm not going to go ahead and erase your memory. And because of that, that means that, compared to the other 11 people, you have quite a bit of influence over how situations and people turn out.
それは君が自分の力で勝ち取ったものだし、そのことについては何も問題はないよ。むしろその変化については歓迎さえしてるんだ。
Since that means that you'll be taking people down on your own power, then I don't really see any issue with that. Instead, I'm actually pretty happy about it.
でも僕には君の知らない目的があるし、その目的のためにはただ君の復讐が達成されるのを傍観してるわけにはいかない。
However, because I have this other goal that I can't tell you about, for that particular purpose, I can't go ahead and throw myself behind helping you complete your revenge.
いくつかの特権は君との取引によって許されてるけど、線引きはきちんとするよ。
I mean, as long as you're going ahead and utilizing the special privileges that resulted from our deal, then I'll go ahead and allow it. However, make sure you stay inside the lines, okay?
理解ができないな。
I don't understand this.
この件についてはしなくていいよ。ただ君は最初に君が決めたようにグループごとに選んでいくってことだけ分かってくれればいい。
It's fine if you don't get it right now. Basically, I just wanted to make sure that you know that it's a rule, as you said at the beginning, that once you pick a group, you've got to stick to it.
断ると言ったら
And if I refuse,
ダメ。
you can't.
ならどうする？殺すのか？
And if I do, what will you do? Kill me?
そんなもったいないことはしないよ。
I'm not gonna do something that's a huge waste like that.
だろうな。
I wonder.
貸しが一つあるはずだけど。
I have my ways.
貸し？
What do you mean?
いちかちゃんにバラしたでしょ。言葉の上ではバラしたわけじゃないってことにはなったけど、君がどういうつもりで話したかはあの場にいた3人ともちゃんと分かってたよね。
Well, I mean, you went ahead and let Ichika-chan in on what you were doing. Of course, you didn't do it through words or anything like that, but, you know, you went ahead and, and the 3 of you were there and you understood what was going on.
ああ、答えなくてもいいよ。僕は君をきちんと理解してるし、言いたいのはそのことじゃないから。
It's okay, you don't have to answer. I mean, I already know, so you don't really have to say anything.
君のやり方を面白いと思うし、一応筋も通ってる。だから認めたけど、あの時僕には絶対に許さないという選択もできたんだ。
Since the way that you go about it's pretty interesting, I'm okay to allow it for right now. But despite that I went ahead and admitted that, in that one instance, you definitely could have chosen a, you definitely could have chosen something that I wouldn't forgive.
だが俺は仮だと思ってない。
But I don't necessarily think that that's an appropriate payback.
ふーん、そういうこと言うんだ。どうしても君が今の話を受け入れないなら嫌がらせするから。
You're gonna go so far as to say that, huh? Well, it seems like if you're not going to accept what I have to say, then I'm gonna not like you anymore.
嫌がらせ。
You're not gonna like me? You're gonna make me...
ルールに触れない限りにおいて僕にできる最大限の嫌がらせ。
Sure. As long as you're not following the rules, then I can go ahead and I can visit the absolute... bring the biggest pain on you. Is she serious? No, I understand.
何をするつもりだ。
What do you plan to do?
さて、何をしようかな。
What should I do? Well, it certainly seems that this... if it were Alice, then she would find a way to have a lot of fun while making me be sorry. Should I go ahead and accept this? I mean, it wouldn't really cause any sort of disadvantage. And, I mean, it's what I planned to do from the start anyway.
別にさ、不利になったわけじゃないよね。もともとそうするつもりだったんだからさ。
Hey, I mean, come on, it's not like it's any sort of disadvantage, and you planned it to do it from the beginning anyway. Alice seemed as if she could read my thoughts. But there was no way that I could go ahead with just accepting this and going along with it.
ならば代わりに約束しろ。
If that's the case, then promise me
何
something.
を？
Oh, what?
二度とルールの追加はなしだ。
You're not gonna add any more rules.
どうしようかな。でもな、面白いこと思いついたら我慢できなくなっちゃうかも。
I wonder, but hey, what if I think of something really fun and I just can't help myself?
アリス、
Alice!
君に有利なルールの追加もなしでいいの？
Is it fine as long as I don't add any more rules that are to your advantage?
それは
Hey, wait a second.
ないと思ってる？
It's not okay?
ああ、そう思う。
No, I agree to that.
でもすでに1個追加しようと考えてるルールがあるんだけど。
Oh, but I've already thought of a rule I wanted to add.
俺に有利なルールを。
Is it a rule that is to my advantage?
君だけにってわけじゃないよ。全員に恩恵があるルールだよ。詳しくは明日になるけど。
Oh, it's not just something that's for you. I think it'll be something that everyone will appreciate. I'll tell you all about it tomorrow in detail.
どうする？
So, what are you gonna do?
俺たちに有利なら変えても構わない。
Well, if it's beneficial to us, then I don't care if you change.
素直だね。まあ、君に不利なルールについては考慮するよ。それでいい？
Oh, you're so... you're so obedient. Alright then. So, I suppose when it comes to any sort of disadvantageous rules for you, I should, go ahead and refrain from thinking of those. Is that okay? Right now, Alice wasn't lying. I wonder if she really was going to add a rule that would be advantageous to us. I couldn't imagine any way that she would be able to hide it if she had already decided to add another rule. However, before I went ahead and accepted this as it was, I had to know exactly what it was I was putting on the line.
それならこれで借りはなしだ。
If that's the case, then I'm not going to have to loan. I will not have to put anything on loan.
あれ仮だとは思ってなかったんじゃないの？
What? You thought you were gonna get out of this without having to gamble something?
俺がそう思っていたところでお前には関係ないんだろう。だったらはっきりさせておきたい。
What I thought has nothing to do with you. So, if that's the case, why don't you go ahead and clearly tell me?
はいっか。貸し借りが残ったままだと心から楽しめないかもしれないしね。
Well, it's fine. I mean, if we aren't borrowing and lending to each other, then I guess it's not very fun, is
よ
it?
しこれで用は済んだ。
Alright then, I guess we're done here.
まだだっていくつかあるって言ったよね。今のは一つ目。
Hey, hang on a second. I said I had lots of things to talk to you about. That was just the first one.
そんなに身構えないでよ。次のはただのアドバイスだって。君もさ、選挙の中でのルールについて今回のできちんと理解したよね。
Hey, don't look at me like that. This next one's just advice. So it seems like during the election, you were able to figure out exactly how to use the rules, right?
選挙で勝つためには結局その人のことをよく知る必要があると思うんだ。
In order to win an election, it means in the end that you have to be able to really know the other person.
だから今まで以上にみんなと仲良くね。
Because of that, from now on, do your best to be buddies with everybody else, okay?
そんなことできるわけがない。
There is no way I would be able to do that.
別に表面的な話のことだけじゃないよ。仲良く談笑したり一緒に遊びに行ったりしろってことじゃなくて、彼らのことをもっとよく知らなくちゃねってこと。
Hey, look, I'm not telling you to be best friends with them or anything like that. I'm not asking you guys to be bosom buddies or go hang out together or anything like that. I'm just saying learn more about them, that's all.
僕に隠された欲望とか思いとか、そういう人間の本質みたいなものを君には見てほしいんだ。
I want you to see what kind of hidden desires they've got, what they actually think, what kind of people they are deep down.
なぜだ。
Why?
僕は君を通してそれを見ることができるから。
Because you can.
それがもう一つのお前の目的か。
Is that your other goal?
さあね。
Maybe. Doesn't look like she'll answer any more questions. Well, I wonder if there's any need for me to think about Alice's motives. However, if what she wants is for me to become more involved with the other 8 people, then it doesn't seem like she'll be getting in my way. And on top of that, this time I was able to learn the system used during the elections. And of course, the person who'd be the opposing candidate wouldn't have that advantage.
今のが2つ目か。一体何個あるんだ？
So that was the second thing, right? How many of these are there?
せっかちだな。もうちょっと君と遊んでいたかったのに。
Aww. Oh, you're so grumpy. I just wanted to play with you a little bit more.
遊びたいだけなら、俺はもう行く。
If all you want to do is play, then I'm out of here.
待ってよ。これで本当に最後だからさ。
Hang on a second. This is the last thing, really.
さっさと言え。
Alright then, hurry up.
ついでに今さ、次の対立候補を決めちゃえば？
Alright, so, why don't you go ahead and choose who your next opponent will be right
確
now?
か。時間制限はなかったはずだ。
As I recall, there wasn't a time limit on
そう
this.
だけど、早めに決めちゃった方がいいんじゃない？
Yeah, but isn't it better to choose sooner rather than later? That certainly was true. I need to figure out who within the group I should talk to next if I was going to get rid of them. It was a delicate problem, which one I would have to eliminate
そう
next.
だな。
Yeah. Alright, so Asha or Kasha?
Kasha. Sounds more like a fake name.
Kasha?
Yep.
Alright, we're doing Kasha. We're getting rid of Kasha.
次に殺すのは、タデノミヤ・カーシャ。
She's the one who kinda sounds like porridge in Russian. The next one I'm going to kill will be Tadenomiya Kasha.
はいはい。きちんと受けたまわりました。
Okay, okay! That has been put on
それ
record.
じゃ、これからも僕のことをちゃんと楽しませてね。
Alrighty then. Okay, from now on, make sure that I enjoy it. There was no way I would continue to compete. There was no way I would continue to take part in the elections for that reason. And with that, we are done for today. 'Cause it's been about an hour. And I'm tired. Alright, everybody. I'll see you next week. Bye.